Welcome back to Fortune Flow. I'm Sage, and tonight we're talking about power. Think about the most ambitious person you know, the one who builds empires, who leads effortlessly, who makes things happen through sheer force of will. They're powerful, successful, unstoppable. Now ask yourself this: are they afraid of what they're capable of? Do they play small to make others comfortable? Do they dim their light so people don't feel threatened? Do they sabotage themselves right before they break through? Because success feels dangerous? If the answer is yes, they're probably a life path 8, and this video is going to explain why the most powerful number in numerology is the one most afraid of its own power. Because life path 8 is the number of the powerhouse, the CEO, the empire builder, the one who came here to win. And the 8's greatest tragedy is this: they will sabotage their own success, shrink themselves, play small, because deep down they're terrified of what happens when they actually claim their full power. In numerology, the number 8 represents power, success, authority, and material mastery. The 8 is the number of infinite abundance, of manifestation, of taking vision and turning it into empire. 8s are natural leaders, not because they want to be, but because they can't help it. They see what needs to happen and they make it happen. They don't ask for permission. They don't wait for approval. They act. They have an extraordinary ability to build, to organize, to create structures that last. They understand power, how to get it, how to use it, how to keep it. And when a life path 8 is in their power, they are unstoppable. They are the CEOs, the entrepreneurs, the empire builders who change industries. They are proof that ambition is sacred, that success is not shameful, that power used well transforms the world. But here's what almost no one tells the life path 8. You are terrified of your own strength. You sabotage yourself right before you break through. You play small to keep people comfortable. You dim your light because your full power feels dangerous. Not dangerous to others, dangerous to you. Because the moment you claim your full power, everything changes. And change, real, permanent, irreversible change, is the one thing the 8 fears more than failure. That is the shadow of the 8. The powerhouse who's afraid of their own strength, the winner who sabotages the win. The life path 8, soul came into this world to master the material realm. Not just money, not just success, but power itself. The ability to take an idea and turn it into reality. To build something from nothing. To create lasting impact. 8s are natural executives. They see the big picture. They understand systems. They know how to organize chaos into order, how to turn vision into structure, how to make things work. They have an extraordinary ability to manifest. What they focus on, they create, not through luck, through strategy, through relentless execution, through refusing to quit until it's done. 8 seconds are also deeply ambitious, not in a shallow way. They genuinely want to build something meaningful, something that lasts. They're not interested in small wins. They want empires. And when a life path 8 is in their power, they are a force of nature. They don't just succeed, they dominate. They don't just participate, they lead. They are proof that power, when wielded with integrity, is transformative. But here is what breaks the Life Path 8. They are terrified of what happens when they fully step into their power. Let me say that differently. The Life Path 8 knows they're powerful. They feel it. Everyone around them feels it. But the moment they're about to break through, the moment success is within reach, they sabotage. They pick a fight. They burn a bridge. They make a stupid decision. They walk away right before the win. Not because they're afraid of failure, because they're afraid of success. This is the 8's deepest wound, the belief that their full power is too much, that if they claim it, people will leave, that if they win, they'll be alone, that if they succeed, they'll be resented, that if they shine, they'll be attacked. So they play small. They dim their light. They sabotage their own success and call it humility, when really it's fear. Here's what that looks like. The 8 builds something incredible. They're on the verge of a massive breakthrough, and then they make a decision that destroys it. They pick a fight with a key partner. They ignore a critical detail. They self-destruct right before the finish line. And when people ask why, the 8 shrugs. Bad timing, bad luck, wasn't meant to be. But it wasn't luck, it was sabotage. Because success means being fully visible, and being fully visible means being a target. And being a target feels like death. That is the shadow of the 8, the powerhouse who's terrified of their own power, the winner who won't let themselves win. If you're a Life Path 8, tell me if this sounds familiar. You're incredibly capable. You can do things most people can't even imagine. But you downplay it. You call it luck. You deflect compliments. You shrink yourself to make others comfortable. You have massive ambitions, but you don't talk about them because admitting how much you want feels arrogant, threatening, like you're asking for too much. You sabotage yourself right before success. The business that was about to take off, you make a decision that tanks it. The relationship that was getting serious, you push them away. The opportunity you worked for, you talk yourself out of it at the last second. And when people try to celebrate your success, you can't receive it. You minimize. You redirect. You make yourself smaller because being big feels unsafe. Here's the hardest part. You're more afraid of success than failure because failure is familiar. You know how to survive failure, but success means stepping into your full power, and your full power feels too much, too big, too visible, too vulnerable. That is the pattern of the 8, powerful, capable, sabotaging themselves to stay safe. So here's what I need you to hear. Life Path 8, your power is not too much. Your ambition is not shameful. Your success will not make you a target. It will attract your people. The world needs your power. It needs people who can build, who can lead, who can turn vision into reality, who refuse to play small. But the world also needs you to stop sabotaging yourself, to stop shrinking, to stop playing small to keep others comfortable. Here's the truth. Your fear of success is not about success. It's about visibility. It's about being fully seen in your power and worrying that you'll be alone. But here's what actually happens when you step into your full power. The wrong people leave, and the right people show up. The people who need you small will leave. Let them. They were never your people. The people who can match your power, who celebrate your success, who aren't threatened by your strength. They're waiting for you to stop hiding. The most powerful thing a Life Path 8 can do is stop apologizing for their ambition and finally claim the empire they came here to build. Now, if you're thinking, this just sounds like fear of success, that's not numerology. That's imposter syndrome. You're not entirely wrong. The psychological profile of the Life Path 8 does map onto what researchers call self-handicapping or fear of success. But here's what makes the 8 unique. They're not afraid of success because they don't think they deserve it. They're afraid because they know exactly what it costs. The visibility, the responsibility, the impossibility of hiding. The 8's pattern isn't about worthiness, it's about safety. It's about the belief that power makes you a target, that success isolates you, that winning means losing connection. That's not dysfunction. That's the 8's sacred gift, the ability to build empires, distorted by the fear that power equals loneliness. The challenge for the 8 is learning that power doesn't isolate you. Playing small does, because when you shrink, the people who could match you can't find you. So here's the question I want to leave you with. Life Path 8. What would you build if you stopped being afraid of your own power? Not what you think you should want, not what feels safe. What would you actually build if you let yourself want it? Because you are a Life Path 8. You were born to build empires, to lead, to master the material world and prove that power used well changes everything. But you were not born to play small. You were not born to sabotage yourself to stay safe. You were not born to dim your light so others feel comfortable. The world needs your power, but it needs all of it. Unapologetic, undiminished, fully claimed. Stop shrinking, stop sabotaging, stop apologizing for being a force of nature. Claim your power, build your empire, and let the wrong people leave. If you're a Life Path 8, drop an 8 in the comments and tell me, what would you build if you stopped being afraid of your own power? I read every comment, and I want to see you win. If this video resonated, share it with the powerhouse in your life. The ambitious one, the one who plays small. They need permission to stop hiding. Next week, we're completing the series with Life Path 9. The old soul who can't let go. If you're a 9 or you love one, it's the finale, and it's going to be profound. I am Sage. Stay blessed. Stay aligned. Peace and light.